Hello, hello. Welcome to the Black Metal and Brews New Year's Eve 2020 going into 2021 party. Feels like a party. I'm got my co-host Daisy. Sup, girl? Uh, Boy, we're getting right to business here. Um, she smells like cat food, which is natural because she is a cat. Um, I'm not in my room, obviously. Both of my roommates are out for the night. So it's on me to keep the feline members of the household company. Let's pull this a little closer. I feel like we're all so far from one another. I mean, we are. There's a pandemic. Uh, and I'm being responsible and staying at home. It's cold as shit here. I've got a fucking blanket on me. I know. Oh, I know. Um, we'll give this a minute or two for everyone to show up. Um, and we can process our year. Whatever the hell that means. I did throw a tweet out. Yeah, I tweeted it. Okay. So we've placed the tweet. It's in the hands of a cold, uncaring God now. I don't have any tapes for us tonight because obviously I'm not in the room with the tape deck. Uh, Somehow it's even colder in my room because like I'm sitting next to a heating thing that's not on. I'm glad I'm getting all this out of the way before anybody actually joins up to watch because that would be bad. So that's why I'm wearing my jacket like an idiot, like trying to look so tough. It's like no, I'm just sitting here and it's probably in the 40s in my living room, maybe low 50s. Uh, Daisy, I wish that you were as playful now as you were like an hour ago, but I guess it's bedtime when you've been a little asshole all day, huh? That's right. You gonna talk to me? You gonna scream at things? No. I can't even get her to entertain you. I have to do this by myself. I have to be the entertainment tonight. Ah, shit. Let's see. Come on. So, uh, obviously, if you've been here for a few of these, you know kind of what I'm doing. Um, uh, Once I get this lit, then we'll. Fuck, man, it's hard to get this wick. Do apologize. I This could be far more entertaining, but we've got an hour and a half till the year ends, and more time in which I can struggle with basic tasks on the internet for the entertainment of a few select people who I enjoy and appreciate. Instead, I had a viewer and it says I don't know. So yeah, I mean, that's about how it goes. 20 fucking 20, man. I'd ask you all questions about your year and stuff, but it's just me for now. There we go. Howard is here. Howard is in the house. I like that the candle is now low enough to where it looks like his head is glowing. Boy, the glowing golden legend. Howard Quick left us in 2019, but I got to bury him in 2020. So that is it. Kind of sets the arc for the year for me. Was Howard. Um, but we'll talk about that later if we talk at all. Let's see. I'm gonna put on some soothing music for now. Let's have a nice time. It's been a heavy day psychically. I think even though it was announced that he passed away on Halloween, I think the death of MF Doom it's just set a it threw me. I was in a pretty nice mood for the day, and then suddenly to have such a great loss thrown at us, it really fucked with the psychic energy. Okay, now I've got viewers, so yeah. Howard is lit, so we're honoring our beloved deceased. Uh, I'm in the living room because my roommates are not home and I have to watch the cats, and also because the heat isn't on in our apartment for some reason on a cold winter night, and it's a little warmer in here, and I've got a blanket on. Daisy, don't do that. Um, so I've got some lovely ambient music playing on my phone. We've got can you see that? Yeah, I don't think you can. Alessandro Cortini with Avanti. It's a beautiful album. I played it a lot when I was hospitalized in 2019, and I still take great comfort in it. It's a 2017 release, but we find shit on our own time. And hey, Happy New Year to you too. What's it like in the future? I mean, time doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist, but thankfully neither does the past. It's all just everything is always happening. I don't know. So tonight I'm going to drink this uh, Delirium Nocturnum. It's got the pink elephant on it, So we've got our lovely childhood memories of Dumbo and the pink elephants on parade. I've I haven't had this one in years, to be fair, but I don't recall having a psychedelic experience while consuming this. But it's a nice beer, and I thought I should probably do something nice to end the year. Daisy, I did all this for you. Otherwise, I'd be in my room right now. But also, I can't do my usual in my room setup tonight because this, usually I sit in a chair and I've got like my computer on a stool. That stool is currently being used to prop up a table in the living room. We don't really have a proper table. Um, it's kind of like wooden boards stacked on the stools, and one of my roommates has been working on a really complex puzzle for a few days. So, the stools are supporting that. So I guess I really couldn't do what I usually do anyway. Uh, I actually really don't want to get lit. Uh, I I'm tired, man. I woke up at 5 a.m. today. I tried to nap for a little bit, like maybe an hour ago. Like I took 20, 30 minutes to kind of rest my head. I did not successfully sleep. Uh, and, so I was kind of, so we'll see. I'm fucking exhausted. Like every day and maybe this is just the 2020 mood, but I don't think so. I think this is me. I wake in panic. So even if I am dead tired, whoo, oh fuck, like let's say I hear a noise outside and it is 5:30 in the morning. I can't be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm going back to sleep. My brain will be like, think about it all. Think about it. What have you done? Where are you going? And so then I'm up. So I'm always awake and I'm always tired, which is why I drink so much caffeine nowadays. Maybe the two are related. I actually don't think so, because I also went like a year and a half without caffeine because of my sickness, and still had the problem. Still had that problem. I just fell asleep a lot more back then. Now I struggle to fall asleep even. Daisy, what the fuck, dude? Okay. You know, I've had messed up nights drinking a lot of things. I've had messed up nights drinking water too, though. So I don't need alcohol to ruin my life. I'm good enough at it myself. I have therapy at 9 tomorrow morning. I'm definitely not getting wild tonight. This is the beer I'm drinking. Yeah, I thought let's have a nice wind down. I say this as I was telling my friend Jamila. Uh,
who hopefully will join in, Jamila and her fiance Tony. Maybe they'll come by later. Uh, I was telling them that I'm going to play E-Town Concrete at midnight. So, maybe we won't have a totally calm night. You know, but also that was before death became the theme of the day. And I can't say that I'm fond of death. Fuck death, man. Ah, not my friend. I'm also oddly at peace with my own. I've spent a lot of time in Deathland lately. Not in like a self-destructive way. But um, Jesus, what? Yeah. Fuck, man. People speak of the devils. I'm getting texts from Jamila now asking when I'm doing my thing. Like it's now. It is happening. What was I saying? Oh, death. Do we want to talk about death tonight as we end 2020? I don't think so. I will spare you the morbidity, uh, and I will, cheers you. I hope you're having a good night. I mean, I've got, you know, people I enjoy in here hanging out with me. You're being safe. You're not out in COVID land. I appreciate that about you, all of you. Uh, if you're watching this after the fact and you went to a gathering, yes, I'm disappointed in you. I truly am, and you know, it's between you and yourself, I guess, but also your decisions affect other people, and this year has really taught us that. So consider it, but also be considerate, please. So. Yeah, that's lovely. It smells exactly like I remember. So this is, I mean, it's like a Belgian strong ale, and what you end up with is that, yeah, the toffee kind of toffee caramel, raisin sweet, lovely. Oh, it's really good. And sometimes I wish that this didn't even get you drunk so that I could just enjoy, for one, like smaller portions of it, and also um, just drink it. It does taste good. Uh, you know, of course, now that I've complained about being cold, the heat came on. It's like the super's probably outside listening. So I'm gonna take off my silly jacket. I feel so self-conscious sitting here in a fucking jacket on the internet. Look at this. I'm working out my psychic detritus live online for you. It's like my very own Truman Show, except I'm fully aware that I am being had by myself. Look at this. Daisy. You won't leave me alone until the second I actually do something where I'd like to show you to the world. She's playing hard to get. You are my midnight smooch, so you better. You've got an hour and a half to get right with me, dude. So I don't know. Tell me about your years. Tell me about your life, if you'd like. I am probably less interesting than you, or and even if I'm not, let's say I'm really interesting. It's been dark for me, and I don't think I want to put darkness on you. I don't want to project that into the world. Ah, Garrett, hell yeah. Frosty greetings. It is fucking frosty out, isn't it? What's it like over there, bud? Yeah. Look at this demon. You can't even see her. She has no soul. Daisy is the absence of light. When you can perceive her form, she appears like an adorable Studio Ghibli kitten. But most of the time, she's just a void with these like dinner plate green eyes. Um, she's also getting a butt rub from me right now. You don't usually snuggle like this. I feel very fortunate. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's not really snowed that much, but sub freezing. Okay, yeah, it's not snowing here or anything. I'm just cold because they don't have the heat on. Or I mean, they just put it on, I guess. So which is why I just took off my jacket. I just want to show you my sick tattoos, man. Love Daisy. I love her too. She's a really weird cat. She's a really weird cat. And I hope you get more snow soon too. Then, if that's what brings you joy. I don't. I like the snow, but I don't like the way the snow impacts my life. Uh, I don't. I don't have boots for snow. I don't have an outfit for snow. I've been One of my roommates is about the same size as me, um, and she has a Carhartt jacket that she lets me borrow for walking in the cold because she's very nice. My roommates are very nice people. I have no idea how I got so lucky. But like I was gonna go. I went to buy some boots. I was like, okay, all of my most of my shoes have holes in the bottom because I walk a lot and I'm hard on the things I own. So I went to buy some boots. My friend Layla, who some of you know, uh, recommended me a website to get new boots. So of course I went to the website and I bought Chelsea boots. I did not buy snow boots. I bought Chelsea boots because I would really like to look cool. Apparently, I mean, I'm just sitting here roasting myself. Although my life actions roast me, I don't need to I don't need to tell you these things about me. But but I gotta have something to talk about. I hate driving in the snow. It paralyzes me. It makes me feel that we're getting a normal amount of moisture. That is comforting, I guess. New boot goof. I, you just said English words, Garrett, and I feel as though I don't understand what they're meant to mean. But yeah, I did something foolish with new boots, if that's what you mean. Well, thank you, Mr. Gray. I'm glad that you were laughing your ass off. Look, if I mean, to be fair, to some degree, the self-effacing bullshit is a somewhat of a bit. I mean, but it's also very honest and raw. I actually probably like myself more now than I really ever have. But my favorite thing to do with things that I love is poke fun at them. What am I drinking tonight? Yeah. Oh, see, I forget that some of you didn't see the pour. I have Delirium Nocturnum. It's a Belgian strong ale. It's 8.5% alcohol, and it's all I'm drinking tonight. So it's good and strong, but it's not too much. And Christine, it doesn't snow here, but that also means that yeah, the slush. See, that's the thing. Like the initial snow is kind of fun. Like I find myself almost like hopping around in it like a child. It's once it starts to thaw a little bit and then it freezes again and it turns into like busting ass situation. That I'm not terribly fond of. I gotta say it does not excite me. Um, but yeah. I mean, I also think that roasting yourself is a good coping mechanism because if you are acutely aware of your own potential points of inadequacy, it's a hell of a lot easier. Why does my sleeve keep creeping up? I don't want it. Don't look at my body. Um, Look, I think nobody can hurt me because there's nothing anybody can say or do to me that I haven't already done or thought about myself in far harsher terms. And and most of my problems in life, from the before times, we'll say from this summer and prior in my life, because this summer kind of changed me. Uh, um, it was mostly most of the problems I've ever experienced were by holding expectations of others and putting value in others and allowing them the capacity to impact me. Uh, and of course, like it doesn't mean that I am withdrawn. If anything, I think I've had more loving, bonding relations, connecting with the people in my life these last 4 months of my life than I have probably in the last decade, which is really, really fucking cool. I've had such rich experiences with my friends, but I'm not holding an expectation or an obligation, and I'm not determining my self worth based on anybody else's assessment of me. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but if you don't like me, it's just as likely something to do with you as it is to do with me. So I can't really set on that. And God, what a boring world it would be if everyone liked you, right? But obviously my friends love the shit out of me, and I love the shit out of them. Yeah, Chimay for the first time. That sounds good. I don't know how Chimay and lemon whiskey would go together, but it's your night to ruin. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, dude, like I live in Queens, right? Like I mean, like a 5 minute walk from Brooklyn. Like I'm kind of right where Queens and Brooklyn meet, and so it's residential, but it's also filthy. And it's the streets of New York. I love the filth. I love it here so much. So again, we're listening to Alessandro Cortini's Avanti from 2017. I wanted to at least start us off with something comforting, and it's interesting. It's crazy to me. This guy is now a member of Nine Inch Nails. Like, I think I first found him through ties to weirdo outsider noise electronic stuff, and it's really cool uh, to see Trent Reznor, who has guided my taste in music since I was an actual infant, toddler. I don't know. What do you call a 2-year-old? That's not an infant, is it? I don't spend time around children. I don't exactly know these things. Since I was little, whatever. I've loved Nine Inch Nails since I was little. Oh shit. Okay. Um, and it's really cool to see that dude is still paying attention to the underground, even though he's like in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now. Like, what the fuck, man? What a good world. What a good, glorious world where Trent Reznor cares about shit like that. Yeah, I mean, it's good to love anything. Loving is good. I think that's the thing. Like, gets lost on a lot of heavy metal people's misanthropy and shit. Like, I'm a very frustrated person, but it's usually because I have such love, desire for the world to be a better place for the people I love. Um, and so there's a lot of shit to be angry about with that, isn't there? When we're uh, running rampant and just absolutely fucking wrecking the environment, when we are throwing basically everybody who's not a rich white cis dude under the bus for the sake of the almighty economy. Oh, the economy. We love the economy. Who is the economy? I don't give a fuck about the economy. I've never met the economy. Uh, and yeah, I guess so. Yeah, 2-year-old is a toddler. I don't know. Like, I still feel like a toddler sometimes. I am staggering through life. Like like when you watch a toddler and they like hit their head on the coffee table and then like stabilize themselves on shit. Maybe look around and cry if they think an adult saw. I feel like that's me. It's like stumbling and suffering, and you're like, does anybody even see this? Unfortunately, too many people see it. God, there are so many times where it would be so nice to not be perceived, huh? Uh, uh, yeah, loving is the best. There you go. I mean, I don't think that loving an interest is quite the same as like having a deep uh, love for humanity or other people. Because I think some of those people truly don't. They actually do just love things. Uh, oh shit, we're getting real with the therapy talk, so I apologize. Here's a tip I learned on my own road to mental recovery, and as a future as a peer counselor, got me realizing I have misophonia. It's your brain that's causing this social anxiety, low self-worth, etc., not them. You have to realize the key to a lot of your own mental anguish is you. Once you realize that, the world is an easier place to deal with. Oh yeah, no, I mean undeniably, of course. Uh, I mean, there's also just that. Uh, Obviously, everything that I will ever experience is actually just a recreation of experiences by electrical impulses up here. I'm so yeah, of course. If my sleeve keeps creeping up and I keep seeing it, I don't like it. God, wouldn't it be cool to not have a body? Uh, that sounds dark. It's not meant to sound dark, but like, wouldn't it be cool um, if you could just exist intangibly? Uh, there's a lot of complications that arise when you've got the corporeal form and the all the things that come with it. I yeah, no, I'll agree with that. Um, I will never cut my sleeves off. I hate that. But I also know that you're just fucking with me. But yeah, yes, new year, new ethereal existence. But yeah, like I've been. I mean, obviously, I think like anybody who doesn't really like sit in a gender. Obviously, there's a lot of me that I feel is entirely out of alignment, no matter what I do or where I go or how I. Um, and I'm also because I kind of embrace chaos. Some of me enjoys that dissonance. To be fair, and I like like on the internet, it's like I could be 5 foot fucking five. Nobody cares or knows. Um, and that's not a judgment against people who are 5'5". I am a completely boring average height, neither tall nor short. But like, I think that is some of the beauty of internet is the theater of it. And goodness knows I've been really leaning into that hard. If you follow me on Twitter, which I think all of you do, I'm fucking sorry, man. Oh God, I've been. I've been posting that monkey throwing sand every day. Jesus. Yeah, I know you're 5'5", and I still love you. And how many years has it been of putting up with each other? 7. Um, but I don't know. I was going somewhere, and now I'm not. It's very interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. We have an hour left in this year. At least for those of us in the East Coast. I feel like actually every single person watching is not on the East Coast. I feel, at least based on who's commented. I realize that sometimes I have lurkers who are silent, and I love you all still. But I think that you're mostly in Central and Mountain Time, if I'm not mistaken, which is good and fine. And a couple of you are on the West Coast. But I have an hour left before I escape into the glorious beyond, an arbitrary marker uh, set forth with no actual purpose, no actual meaning. You know, it's all good. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Um, huh, I'm okay with that. Hope you are. I mean, there's a cat asleep on me. You know, how? I guess it's okay to have a body. I couldn't have a cat asleep on me if I was just like haunting the fucking string lights behind me or something, like flickering. Like that's a Stranger Things bit, isn't it? Okay, I can't really do that. But well, I had some guests that I'd hoped would arrive to entertain you all. So no, it's before I was calling people short. I got distracted by the height thing. That was actually what threw me off. And it was even before the not having a body thing. It's a very thinking kind of day, though. Yeah, I think. I mean, to be fair, I've just been there. There we go. There's Here's the entertainment. Jamila, or as what is his name? Mick Foley. Did Mick Foley call you Jamiller? Uh, Jamila, if you want to co-host, you just let me know. We'll bring you and Tony on, and Tony has to speak in Spanish. That's the caveat. I need some Spanish lessons from Tony, and I need you know what I want you to do. So there. Uh, I would say I'm gonna regret this, but I've never regretted anything I've done before, and I'm not about to change that. There's the link. Uh, if Jamila, if you want to come do that, Jamiller, you can. And later on, if anybody else would also like to co-host, I'd love to have cycling things. So if you want to come camp out, you click that link, and unfortunately, you'll be on YouTube with me, getting internet famous, getting clout. Did you get enough clout in 2020? Here's your chance to collect some on your way out the door. I guess in Jamila is too late. It's already 2021 there. It's like 4 in the fucking morning for her. But I also realized that she's a chaos wizard and may have just said hiya only to leave. So we'll see. It's getting cold again. I really don't want to put my jacket back on, but I'm gonna. Yeah, because the jacket feels so fucking contrived. I'm just gonna put the sweater on. I have to walk you through my mental process. I actually don't know how to do anything without narrating. Um, Used to be like I'm the sort of person who'll be like, oh, like I will tell you if I'm getting up to leave the room. Hey, gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Gonna go make some toast. Be right back. That's me. Really exciting company, let me tell you. Jamila, it is 4 a.m. You're still alive, and I need you to help me YouTube. You're better at this than I am. You know I'm gonna. You know what I need you to do. We've discussed this. I mean, obviously you don't have to do anything. But yeah, and Jamila, look, somebody wants to know about Mick Foley. Isn't that guy's name? You should tell the story that I don't know enough to tell. You could, if you'd like. Isn't this fucking pretty music though? I mean, look, life is still absolute dog shit. Mine is, at least. But, you know, there's beautiful music. There's beautiful friends. What is a toastcast? Look, I realize that I'm younger than some of you and older than others, but I have no concept of what a toastcast is supposed to be, and I realize that I could Google it, but well, you're engaging with me, so tell me what a toastcast is. I mean, I will toast you, but I don't think that's what this is about. Oh, I mentioned toast. Yeah. No, I mean, well, because that's like the only fucking food I make. Look, I'm a really, really decent cook. But I'm not gonna cook for myself. I'll cook for, you want to come over, I will cook for you. Well, not in the pandemic. You're not coming over. I'm not seeing humans. I'm seeing ghosts, I guess. I'm not seeing anybody at all. Me and Daisy toughing it out through the end of the world. So I eat a lot of toast because it's easy to make, and I can, spread things on it. And then I'm not hungry anymore, and that's okay. You must know what kind of bread and how much I toasted it. I don't know. I use this brand called Bread Alone. They have a San Francisco sourdough, even though it's from, I think, Hudson Valley. And it's just a really nice organic sourdough bread. I buy it at a bodega, about a mile from me. I'm sure I could get it somewhere closer, but it's the bodega I'm used to going. Ghosts and toasts and Daisy, yes indeed. Yeah, and I throw it in the toaster oven until it's a little crispy. I don't like it burned, but sometimes it gets a little burny, and I still eat it and enjoy it. And I, put buttery stuff on it, and avocado, hot sauces, nutritionally yeast kimchi. Really, really exciting, I know. But no, I mean, but the one thing I will say is that bread is actually phenomenal. It was recommended to me by a nutritionist because everything I consume I have to run by a doctor because I am diseased. That's my new thing. Because I said it and it made my dad really fucking troubled. I'm not disabled. I do not have a condition. I'm not chronically ill. I'm diseased. It makes it sound like I've got fucking leprosy or something, and I really like that. I really like, because I'm not uncomfortable with being a sick person at this point. I mean, I don't like it, but that is going to be the state in which I exist for the remainder of my conscious life. And I don't think I'll have an unconscious life. So I'm now telling people that I'm diseased. I think that that's a good way of doing it. And I'm not going to elaborate. I mean, obviously most people know me and know what I've got already and know what it does to me, and we're not going to say what it does to me on the internet because it's gross. My body is fucking horrible. But also, it's better than it was. I mean, at least I got it. It makes me skinnier now. I used to be on a lot of drugs for it that made me get really puffy. I was starting to look, you know, I don't know. I mean, I do. We do not judge anybody on body shape, body type, but I meant to be. I'm meant to be more skeletal in frame. So when I put on weight at all, it's a fucking nightmare. It shows. Like if I put on 5 pounds, is it? Because I gaunt. I don't fucking know my words. Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, I know you know, and I'm terribly sorry. But also, I mean, fuck it. It's just what you get. Like, in the last, since like 2 years ago, this began for me. I mean, I've had this disease for years and years and years, but it got bad 2 years ago. And first, it's like, cool. You're gonna go to the hospital with toxic megacolon. That's fucking crazy. I was so sick I could barely walk. I remember, and the doctor still is like, I don't know, let's do some diagnostics. I'm like, dude, I can't stand up. I'm 31 years old and I can't stand. This isn't right. They're like, oh yeah, I guess that you should go to the emergency room. We'll take a look. Fucking what is it? Like 6 weeks later, I get a pulmonary embolism, which those will kill you. So now I take blood thinners twice a day because I will die. And then this time last year, I started pissing blood because I had kidney stones. Uh, why and how I got them, I have no idea. Because of my condition, I have to be. I am always very well hydrated. I'm not one of those people whose lifestyle is conducive to having that. It is entirely a byproduct of being diseased. I love you too, Garrett. I love your Kneipegeist tape. I'm going to keep talking about it, even though that pronunciation fucks with me. But it's like, I mean, I still have the painkillers from when I was hospitalized for the kidney stones. I mean, I'm not going to take them, but like, I have them because I'm so scared I'm going to get them again. Yeah, so I'm diseased. But also, fuck it. It's kind of funny to me. Like, okay. When you hit a point in life where things realistically can't and probably won't get any worse, it's empowering. Like, maybe that's bad. Like, does everybody else thrive at the bottom? Like, where I'm just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm in shit. I'm just like, I'm gonna like do goblin shit here at the end of the world. Like, suddenly I feel more powerful than anything I've ever felt. Dude, congratulations. In that it was had a kidney infection and not actively have. I shouldn't even joke about that. It's fucking awful, and I'm sorry, dude. You've had a gut in here too. Um, yeah, we were chatting about bread, but we're already beyond the bread now. Now we're talking about my failing body. In that 10 minutes, I could have died, Jamila. Like everyone died this year. Um, I mean, God, we're not going to go there. We're not going into the darkness. Yeah. Oh shit, what's up? Yeah. Hell yeah, goblin shit. I've got a goblin asleep in my lap. Um, like the actual goblin. But like I would try to tilt this to show you, but I don't know. Your kidneys have enough problems from what I've gathered. I don't think they need stones. It I've had a lot of injuries and stuff. I mean, obviously, I've never experienced pain like a kidney stone before. Real Nurgle hours. I thought it was kind of funny that I was urinating high fruit punch. I was just terrified. Well, I'm going to move this. By the way, for those who didn't see, this is Howard. Losing Howard set the tone for 2020, and yeah, uh, we're 4 days away from the anniversary of burying him. There's never been a realer person, and there never will be. Let's see if we can goblin, because I don't want to keep thinking about Howard. See, you can't even see her. She, much like a black hole or my optimism, she takes light. And she is like Vanta Black Cat. It's like, okay, I'm gonna assume that pretty much everybody here has seen the Neverending Story. She looks a lot of the time like Gamork. When I was a kid, I thought Gamork was the Nothing, but the Nothing is that intangible erasure of existence. Gamork was like that wolf that like just hangs out behind the walls, and he's like sitting there in the dark, like she looks like Gamork most of the time. Or a really, really cute Studio Ghibli kitten. Who fucking knows? And I kind of like that she, like, I can relate deeply to this cat because it's like I too alternate between really charming and really fucked up. Well, we're not allowed to call ourselves charming, but I don't know. So I've been told. Usually not in a nice way. I'm usually told that I'm full of shit, and that I'm, like charming people, like I'm schmoozing or something. But really, that's just a social coping mechanism because people terrify me. So if I can at least, I'm gonna convince you that I'm ordinary. I get very good. I'm like a fucking politician in public. And I hate politicians. But yeah. I can set Howard back up here now. You can all see him. He can see you again. You all, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We've got 45 minutes left till the new year. I'll tell you the story of Howard quick. Uh, the most beautiful man I ever known. Howard is and will always be 55 years old. He met me in 2005 when he owned a record store that I was a regular customer at. And by customer, I mean I was 18 and I had a children's toy. It was a keyboard in the shape of an elephant, and it was broken. I don't know how I got it, but so you'd press a note, and instead of it going like, you'd go like, and I was like, cool. I don't play instruments, but I was listening to a lot of The Locust, and I would literally just wander. I mean, I'm not saying this is not cool. I'm owning myself here to show how loving this person is. That's how much I love him. I will embarrass myself to highlight what a saint he was. I would walk around Santa Rosa, my hometown, with this fucking elephant going, like just shrieking. I'm not gonna make the noises because I'm gonna bother the cat, but like just absolutely like screaming at the top of my lungs and playing this fucking broken keyboard. And this dude was like, "Hey, cut it out. Why don't you come in here and like listen to music with me?" And so I did that. And then one day he's like, "Hey, do you smoke cigarettes? Do you want to have a cigarette?" I said, "No." He said, "Cool, watch the store." And I never stopped watching the store. And I moved in with him and his beautiful wife, Jan, who I love you. You're not watching this, but and he tattooed me. All of these ridiculous tattoos I have were done by him lovingly. And you know, I spent 2 years of my life not talking to my family in Howard. was my family and still is. So, and even after my family and I started talking again, I've always been closer with him than I could ever hope to be with him. More ambient music. And if any of you want something specific, sure, I'll conjure it up. But because I don't have the tapes, because I'm cat sitting, gotta do this. But yeah. So having him get murdered, and having to literally like January fucking 2nd fly across the country to go speak at his funeral, really set the tone for 2020. I'm sorry. I feel like I do the Howard talk like every goddamn time I do this, and I'm sorry. But also, I'm not sorry at all. I will be telling his story 20 years from now, and it's kind of fucked up. But I guess that's what love and grief do to us, isn't it? Yeah. What are you all doing? Do you have big plans for the new year? Do you have somebody you would like to be? So this, by the way, is Crown of Cerberus. Cerberus. I don't like. I know that if we're doing like the like Greek or Latin things, they don't have this sound for a C. It's like a. But I feel like we've in America we call it Cerberus. Cerberus sounds too much like Care Bears. Um, but it's Crown of Cerberus is reverent ambient music made by Mac from Kufar and a bunch of other like harsh noise projects. But this is beautiful, lovely, stuff. Oh boy, you saw all that happened, but you didn't know the story. Yeah, no, I mean about a month and a half ago, like on the anniversary of him getting killed, I got a little too open on here about him and what he is and what he'd done and all that, and we don't need to go there again. But yeah, no, look. I don't often trust men, and I was especially so when I was young. I mean, not that I'm old now, but I was very young then. I was a teenager, and he showed me that masculinity didn't have to be aggressive. It could be loving. It could be firm. It could be all those things. And he literally saved my life. Last For It and Dormy record. I will keep telling those stories. Unfortunately, I don't know how not to. Thank you, Ian. And yeah, there we go. Somebody, let's brighten this up. My only plans for the new year are to make more music, take your artistic and magical endeavors more seriously, because they are serious. They are serious. Anything that you do, you should do with conviction, even if it's silly. You can be serious about being silly. Look at the Residents. I know I talk about the Residents a lot, but I think that they are very serious in their commitment to absurdity, and I think that that's important. I think that every time this starts to look like it's burning out, it isn't. It's just. I guess that's a metaphor, isn't it? It seems all hope is gone. There is a light, but we're not going to go in the Morrissey direction. Fuck that guy. That I hope that light of his that doesn't go out goes the fuck out. I hope that Morrissey suffers more than any of us have. Oh, swallowing my beer wrong. I can't even body tonight. I have been violently ill most of the day, so it's a miracle that I'm even doing this. I'm going to be real with you. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to assume that you accidentally sent the message before it was meant to, but you can type it again and tell me what you plan. Jamila, are you and Tony still there? I know. Oh, Jesus. I know it's very late for you. It's almost 5 in the morning. So if you've fallen asleep or left, I don't blame you. Still love you. We're still good. Um, yeah. So this is like one of my favorite ambient recordings of all time. Uh, it's this is I mean, look at this art. This is. I mean, I know dude probably just threw his little symbol on art that already existed, and I'm showing you my fucking phone. I have the tape in the other room, but obviously I can't play the tape out here. It's called this song. The tape is called "With Arms Extended to Heavens." The song, exalting Her Majesty's beauty from every depth of the ocean and from every mountain top. Aww. Um, but if I recall, uh, most of this was music that he made to celebrate his grandmother and just the strength of the women in his life. And I think that's cool as shit, especially because among the people I lost this year was my grandmother, uh, Judith Handelman. But her name at birth was Eleanor, and she chose to go by her middle name of Judith because she wanted to be Judy, and she was Judy. She died the week of my birthday, and I don't want to have another birthday ever the fuck again. Again, what a fucking like what a perfect human being, and I still don't I cannot accept that I live in a world without her. And also, I was named after her husband, Benjamin Handelman. No middle name, thank you. And since she died, he's lost his mind. That was his ground, and it's gone. And so now every time I talk to him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about going to the Sudan. Hey, maybe I'm gonna take an airplane around the world." It's like, dude, it is heartbreaking to see to lose all these pillars in such a short time. But it's also been affirming. I mean, death is not affirming. Hear me out. I feel like this shitty little acrobat, or maybe a really really good one, but maybe an unconfident acrobat. I am like in a state of free fall. It's terrifying. You've got the wind rushing by. You hold out your arms and flail, and suddenly you grab something, and then you have this moment of grace as you move on, and then you're falling again, but you keep doing it until you're not doing it anymore. I guess I don't know. Um, but I do feel that I'm learning that I've learned a lot about my own wherewithal. Because while I mean I have a lot of friends who really showed up for me this year. They're almost all very new people in my life. Doesn't make them any lesser. Big shout outs to my little core trio. Uh, you know, more than a trio, I guess. But the people who hung out with me last in October, Caitlin, Nathan, Irene, love you three so much, and then Layla, who has also saved my ass, and then a handful of you as well watching this. Those are people who are physically in New York who have saved me from hell. But I do realize that in a lot of ways I've been mostly navigating this shit alone, and I'm continuing, and that's been really really cool. Also terrifying, but really cool. So Ian plans to enjoy. You plan to enjoy your kids and wife. I hope you enjoy them all the time. Enjoy music that changes and challenges you. Yeah, that's good. I mean, sometimes just having an enriched life is important. Yeah, that sounds weird. I don't know who or what that is. I have to say, I've seen the name online, and there's that part of me that used to Google things out of curiosity, and I just don't anymore. How do you say that? Is that Timothy or is it Timothy? Chalamet? I don't. I fucking have no idea. It is a gorgeous song title. It's also a little ridiculous, though, isn't it? But I think a lot of beauty is ridiculous. Okay, I've snuffed the candle out unintentionally. We're gonna put Howard to bed. He usually would have had too much to drink by now anyway. Well, we are. Are some of you watching this on a serious delay? Yeah, the last ulcerate record is really intense. Jamila, you are what? I feel like Jamila is watching this like 20 minutes behind us. I love your commitment all the same. Refresh when you see this in the future. Refresh your window and maybe catch up, so that I can harass you in real time. I will play the videos of your fiance speaking Spanish to me. He speaks really, really good Spanish. He's the movie world's newest young, skinny, sickly-looking white boy icon. Okay. I mean, good for him. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty wrong with that too, but you know, I don't have the cruelty in me today. I saved that for Twitter. Okay. Man, and I was really hoping Roger would come in tonight, but I realized that Roger's been giving me a lot of good life advice. Like my goal is to get internet famous, so I don't have to do anything. And Roger is on their way to fame, playing Street Fighter online. Like Roger studies frame rates and shit that I cannot comprehend. I don't study fucking anything. I barely do my research before I show up to do anything. But Roger's gonna help me take over the world on Twitch, which you can tell I'm really good at that because I'm on YouTube. Timothy Chalamet has been in a ton of movies lately. To be honest, he is cute and a good actor. That was from The King. Okay. I'm so confused, Garrett. But I appreciate this. I mean, you're so young and so full of life. I want to. I don't want to pet you. I'm like, I want to pet you. I want to stroke your hair. No, I want to share that omnivorous, chaotic ability to digest everything, but I often do feel that I am overstimulated, just trying to keep up. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't even caught up with my own generation because my parents didn't really let me do anything growing up. And then I entered my 20s without a phone or the internet or anything. Like, I didn't get online until 2012, really. I mean, like, I had a dial-up thing, and I was in the Linkin Park fan club, which was literally all I used the internet for in the early aughts, was to go on the forums and talk about new metal with people. I don't fucking care what anybody thinks about that. You don't apologize. You're doing your thing. I mean, look. So far, I've talked about my dead friend, my dead grandmother, the cat being like a thing from the Neverending Story, having fucking kidney stones. There's nothing off limits. And again, you're all, every single one of you, because I so far I think I know everybody who's been in here, save for one of you maybe. You're all more interesting people than I perceive myself to be. but I realize too that also I spend a lot of time, gazing inward, having this experience of myself that I'm very tired of. But I'm not tired of you because I'm not, in your experience. So perhaps I am really interesting. Probably not. Okay. That's the song we're gonna listen to next. Is me going like that. I'm just like looking through Bandcamp. Like, what have I wishlisted? What have I bought? I've been buying so much stuff on Bandcamp lately. It's great, but it's not good. It's been like my coping thing, I guess. I've been buying a lot of digitals of things I already own because if you didn't see it, Cities and Dust came back today. But before, it's like I would go to the Baker Building in Portland and with a bag of records and CDs and junk from my room. And now I'm doing it all digitally, obviously in Audacity, which is a really really shitty program to use for this. So I'm like, okay, I have to. Everything I do has to be an MP3 now. So I've been buying a lot of stuff on Bandcamp to play to 5 listeners, probably, to be fair. Um, I really want to just like play "Fuck the Facts" or "Gouge Away" because that's like all I listen to. But I'm not going to play those because that's like all I listen to. Um, and I want to play "Tallin' Men," but they took it off Bandcamp already. I'm assuming that's for a reason, so I'm not going to play. I'm not going to ruin it for them. But let's get more amped up. We've got only half an hour left in the year, at least in this coast. Garrett, oh, you are too kind. I'm glad to know you too. You're a really good friend, dude. Um, uh, how do I do this? How do I work this? We're gonna listen to Litany for the Whale. Do you know Litany for the Whale? You don't know Litany for the Whale. It's my friend's band. Um, this song is called Something Cryptic. Maybe you can hear it. I love it. And if you stick around for the 10 minutes that the song is, it does some really. You'll fucking see. You're gonna co-stream? You said no to that last time I offered it to you, dude. Let's hear this song. I wanna play some sludgy, crusty, noisy, loud, because it does something nice. They throw in elements of something else, and I like it. And it's something cryptic. I like that song title. What does it mean? I don't know. It's cryptic. I'm really bad at gauging how this sounds to you, so I'm gonna need you on the other end of the experience to let me know if it's just like trash. Because if it's trash, I don't have to do that, and I can just go back to the heavy shit. But yeah, so I'll let this track play because when somebody is co-hosting, the audio cuts off whenever somebody speaks. So we will cancel one another out if we are both talking. Oh, now I have a co-host showing up all the same. So I'm just gonna say I see you. We're gonna hear this song and then I'll let you on. Sorry and thank you and I love you. It'll be just a minute. See, that gives you a chance to ready yourself. Okay, the audio is clear. That's good. Because I have, again, I'm generating it, but I cannot hear it. I've tried that before, and it creates a feedback loop. And as experimental as that is, I'm not really into that.
This is my friend Michael's band. They were from my hometown. He moved to Texas, though. Because his better half, the almighty Becky Croonan, comic book artist of the fucking century, lived in Texas. And he moved to be with Becky, and it makes me so happy. I love them so much. That doesn't sound so great through a phone speaker, does it? Like, you should just look this up later. Like, go to Bandcamp, look up Litany for the Whale on Bandcamp, and buy both of their albums because they're both amazing. And yeah, oh shit, Becky Croonan. She's amazing. She's a great human being. Her art is spectacular. Her boyfriend is spectacular. Musician. And he makes great art too. He's working on I think he's Wonder Woman right now with her. Insane. And what am I doing with my life? I am being online. I'm very good at being online. Unfortunately. The cat keeps grooming herself. Like here, I'm lifting her now. Ah! Ah! I want her to say hi to you. She has been such a nightmare all day. So of course, the second I'm like doing something where there's like an audience, she's like, I'm gonna go to sleep and groom myself. Yeah, you know how it goes. I've been listening to this a lot lately. I feel bad that I started this really long song and I've got somebody waiting to co-host. It'll work out in a bit. Yeah. Oh, the cat is grooming me. She has literally never done that before. Thank you. And maybe this is silly. Maybe it's cliche. I love what they do here. I love you too. "20 minutes, and then this year is over, and we can move on to worse things to come, right?" I know it's predictable, but it gets me in the heart. Like I get emotional about this. I'm not kidding. Yeah, no, it gives me chills. This is water, by the way. Because as I said, I have to stay hydrated. My body doesn't know how to stay hydrated. I don't know about you. This just breaks my heart. It doesn't break Daisy's heart. She has no interest. She's gonna go sleep in my jacket now. Asshole. I was supposed to kiss you at midnight, dude. It's Litany for the Whale. I'll type it. Oh, so Garrett, you do know that's that whole second half there is a cover, yes? It's not just clean normal vocals. It is where everything is fine. It's a. I'm assuming you know that. Oh shit! I just lost my co-host. I was about to bring you on. Maybe you didn't want to. Maybe you want more of this. I will absolutely give more sludgy stuff. Yeah, so that song is from Eraserhead, from the David Lynch film. If you haven't seen it, we are not going to say a word about it. If you've seen Eraserhead, I feel like most of you have, don't say anything because Garrett deserves to have that experience. But yeah, that is a song from that film. I mean, it is not I mean that was the band incorporating that at the tail end of their own song, but it's still cool as hell, right? The first time I heard that, oddly enough, was the Pixies doing a cover of it from their BBC sessions. I got that CD. The Pixies are one of my favorite bands of all time. If you don't like the Pixies, I don't know. I mean, you should like the Pixies. If you don't like the Pixies, I won't judge you. Nobody has to like anything, but I hope that you'll find that in you. Hi.
Hey, I'm sorry, I had to leave the room. My mic stopped working apparently as I was waiting. At some point, my Bluetooth disconnected, so I apologize about that. But I had to refresh the page. But I didn't want to let you ring in the new year without my obnoxious presence being in your face like this.
No, I'm fucking thrilled, especially so. So I got to tell you, the plan with Jamila, she's clearly, for one, it's almost 5 a.m. for her and Tony. So Jamila and Tony, Jamila has been sending me messages where Tony is speaking Spanish to me because Tony has learned that I speak Spanish. Tony doesn't speak Spanish, so he will, in a very, very strong British accent, say dos cabezas. Like he's very, very stern, but obviously they're one of my favorite couples. I love them so much. So I was hoping to get, Tony was going to teach us some Spanish, but more importantly, I was going to get both of them to sing me Duality by Slipknot. She was excited.
I have to apologize. I don't know enough of the lyrics by heart. I did one point in my life, but I've forgotten a fair amount of them.
I just know that they would have thrived. Like that is so on their level. Like their second date was to go see the Insane Clown Posse. Like they are on that level.
That's so sweet, though.
Yeah, I love that. And I mean, to be fair, it was both for personal enjoyment and as a spectator sport, you know. Like I love them dearly. Jamila is, I don't know. I mean, much like you, to be fair. There's almost like a bizarre spiritual connection where I'm just like, okay, like you're fucking stuck with me for the next, 30 to 60 years, until one of us, shuffles away. So, but I love that they went to an ICP show as their second fucking date because Tony like
That's
music.
beautiful.
He
That's
had
like
music industry connections that got him in there somehow, and it's like, that's what you want to do. Like, I love that. That is pure chaos, and I love chaos.
if you can't bond it out watching Tech Nine do an opening set, what's your chance with the rest of the relationship? Like I think that's really a strong marker of where you're gonna go.
Yeah. So what's it like in Texas right now?
Kind of cold, kind of stormy actually. I mean, kind of cold for us. It's fucking like 45 degrees or something. Oh, it's actually 37. I'm surprised. It's in the 30s. Wow, that's actually surprising for us.
It's 37 here too. Like exactly.
Solidarity.
Horrifying thing. Like my phone now suggests me random ass pictures that I've taken, and it's suggesting that. That is horrifying.
I can get behind it. I appreciate it. I respect it actually.
Look at these little demon Santa gnomes. I don't fucking know. My phone thinks I want to.
They've got their turf, and you should respect that. You should not be on their grounds. Were you trespassing?
It's a picture.
Were you considering trespassing?
I love the trespass.
On the territory of those gnomes? Those elves?
They were. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck. What did I even do last year for New? I was. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, I also that.
Yeah, exactly. New Year's. I did have a good one, and I don't. Yeah, I'm having a much better one tonight. I mean, I am diseased. I was very sick that night, and I still went out to a bar and went to the night of a bar. In fact, so it was crazy, and there were rock and roll bands, and some of them were good and some of them were really not good, and I won't say anything about that because unfortunately I live in this city still and am still in that scene. I think by 12:30 it was clear it was time to go home. Because of my body, not because of the night. The night was fun, in theory.
What you're saying is that there's certain bands in New York that gave you your disease. I understand.
Yes.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they retroactively
I know that it's actually the fault of musicians trying their best, and I respect that they debilitated your body.
Yeah, no, it was painful to witness their live show that it actually went back in time to 2016 and gave me ulcerative colitis.
Yeah, it happens. I see it every day as a medical practitioner. Not licensed, but I do it.
Yeah, so what are you drinking tonight?
This is gin and ginger beer because I was going to make. Well, I realized I was out of anything bubbly because I gave it all away for Christmas, and then I was like, "Oh, I have martini shit," but then I realized my vermouth was like 4 years old, and I probably shouldn't use that anymore. So
that's the best time to use it.
This is what I have. To be fair, from what I googled, it probably wouldn't kill me, but it probably wouldn't taste good either, which really is really a microcosm for my entire existence, really, which means I probably should have gone for it. But
yeah, does vermouth ever taste great?
Gin tastes great. I don't know.
That's the thing. But so if you're putting the vermouth in with the gin, like you're fine.
I think with the ginger beer, it's doing the trick though.
Ginger beer is wonderful.
I'm getting warm enough to. The plan is to make Mia watch Cats, at which point she will divorce me and will no longer associate with me because of my love for the movie Cats 2019.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of people blame everything on it. And I love. Okay, look, Jamila is living in the past. Like, do you see? I told you. Like, I think that she's 10 minutes behind. Like Jamila.
It's possible. I've had YouTube live streams do goofy shit on me before. It's very possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And duality. Yeah. See.
She's ready. Bring it in. I don't remember. I know. Push my fingers into my eyes. No. Bump bump bump. Bump 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 bump.
Okay. I like what she's saying. We are ready, but it's like, dude, that was like probably 3 to 5 minutes ago that we said that. Refresh.
Listen, if they want to come on and do duality, that's still cool, though. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
fine with
but
that.
well, especially because I know that she, like, I mean, she's a famous singer in a famous ass band. She's living large.
Speaking of which, I was going to ask you, if you're playing E-Town Concrete at midnight, are you too much of a coward to play Primer 55 afterwards?
Primer 50. What was their song? What was their song? Were they the ones with Big Fuck You?
No, shit.
Who had Big Fuck You? That song sucked.
It all sucked.
No, I know.
Oh, I can't even fucking remember. It was, I would have to fucking Google it. I really want to say Tearing Away, but that was fucking
okay, no, Big Fuck You was a Primer 55 song.
Okay.
It may not be the big one because of the name, but no, because it was on that Ozfest, like the first Ozfest, like 96, 98, whatever CD. And I had a lot of Ozfest CDs in high school because you had
Same. Yeah.
just like the way they documented, like, new metal had like this weird gravitational pull, like when Pitch Shifter went rap metal. Pitch Shifter sounded like Godflesh for like a good decade, and then suddenly they're like, actually, what if we just kind of go a little bit? Why don't we put out an album called www.pitchshifter.com and we'll rap a little bit? It's like, Jamila, I know it's now or never, but you're living in the past. I will throw the link in again. And you know what? Tell you what. I have to pee so badly, and I'm going to give you the chance to join in while I am visiting the restroom. Madeline, can you hold this down for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, while you're in the bathroom, I'm going to espouse the benefits of watching Cats 2019 at this point in the year.
Let's talk about 2019. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay,
everybody deserves to know.
Everyone needs to know, and everyone needs to consider watching it at this vacation because Cats 2019 was released roughly a year ago and is the pinnacle of human art. And if you refuse to acknowledge that, then you are a plebeian, and I'm sorry that you don't appreciate art. It's fine. You're just wrong. So the roughly Dadaist absurdity of the entire film encapsulated with the fact that they don't understand scale and the irreverence of every personality within the film. And also, Rebel Wilson peels her fucking skin off. Tell me another movie that you saw where someone peeled their skin off. Did they eat a cockroach before? Was the cockroach a person? Was before they ate the person that was a cockroach, did they introduce a choir of small mice that were also horrifying children? I don't think your other favorite movie did that. I would be willing to consider the fact that it happened, but I would need evidence. Do you think that happened in Midsummer? Do you think that happened in The Fugitive? I don't think it did. Did Jason Derulo come in during fucking Saving Private Ryan and tell you about milk? I don't believe that happened. And I just really need you all to consider why, if you didn't realize it was the best film, that it's the wrong take. And it's been a year, and you need to fucking respect it. I just really need you to know that. And I would have this 4 minutes into the East Coast birth of the new year. I feel that 2020 was derailed due to the cataclysmic failure of Cats 2019, is what I will say, being released in December. Now, there is contention over the butthole cut. That said, It's bullshit and doesn't matter. Not an important part of the film. Hello, Deb.
Hey.
You can go now. I don't need you anymore.
No, I've been enjoying this. Okay, so somehow somebody caught up with the present.
Hello.
Hi, is Tony there?
Tony is here, yeah. Tony's sitting topless next to me. Say hi, Tony.
Hola.
Hey, how's it going?
¿Cómo
Hola.
estás?
¿Qué tal?
Oh, we said ¿qué tal? We're learning.
I did Spanish at school. I'm not very good.
See, no, but you actually speak it. Tony, ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
Where's the fucking library, dude?
¿Cómo está la cervezas?
Yeah.
How are the beers? How are they treating you?
Muy bien. Say muy bien.
Muy bien.
There you go. He's an expert.
He is. He's a fucking expert. So
Mucho gusto, y'all.
Mucho gusto.
Your fucking your wings, your eyes are on point today, dude. Look at that.
Oh, thank you. I'm just like, I was just looking at the screen, just like, I look fucking super greasy because I've been awake for like so long.
Yeah, you've been awake for a fucking year now.
Yeah. I was at work at some point.
You what?
I was at work at some point, but now it's 5 a.m. So I don't know.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna like go to sleep in probably the next hour. Mucho gusto, says Garrett, which means nice to meet you.
Mucho gusto. Hi. For some reason I can't see the chat. So I can now.
You can see the chat. So I'm countdown thing on my phone because we're.
Should I put a t-shirt on?
No. We like your body. If you love yourself and you're comfortable with it, you're good. Cool. I've got 30 seconds. And then we're gonna take the bullet between our mandibles.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Are you doing it?
Of course I'm doing it.
Oh my god.
Look.
I asked Tony to play it for me earlier and he was like, I don't know what this song is.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, it's New Year.
Happening.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Love you all.
We made it through together.
Happy New Year. This is our second New Year celebrated.
No, I didn't sleep today.
Hey, are you listening to your room? What's going on here?
I feel like I'm
Being alive in 2021.
I know every word too.
Man. We're gonna do like the whole thing.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. I'm getting tired.
What is it?
The jungle taught me to handle foes.
Yeah. Yeah, the jungle taught me too.
We're hearing the whole song. We're doing this.
We're doing the whole song?
Please. Yeah.
Of course
Yeah,
we
we
are.
are.
You don't do half a mandible.
I listened to this a lot today. After
I know you already put this on.
and I got like flashbacks.
Time to shine.
Time to shine, yeah, time to shine, and this song, like, yeah, every weird like part of the show. I can't put any more. I'm too old.
Worry about that right now.
There it is.
Such a tough ass breakdown.
Did he put it on?
And what? I've had so many arguments about whether this is new metal or not.
Well,
What's
the take? Don't just drop the topic and then not drop the take. That's not. No, that doesn't fly. You gotta lay down the law. Is it new metal or is it not?
I can't believe, like, I don't know, more people in England didn't get into this band.
Jungle taught me to handle foes.
Yeah.
So
Man,
fucking
You
hard.
know, the bright side is that it's still an hour till midnight where I am, so I can listen to that song on repeat for a solid hour. I won't, but I could.
You
You're so
could.
lucky.
Are we going for a fourth New Year's Eve?
4 New Year's Eves in
4
one
New Year's
night.
Eves.
Yeah.
We could do that. We
Wow.
could do that.
Yeah, no, see, I think some of you are watching transmissions from the future now. And Jamila's watching from the past. You know, she's like gazing into what used to be.
So we're watching from the future.
Are we watching from the future?
We're from
How
the
are
future, yeah.
You're in the future.
we're from the future because it was New Year's Eve like 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
5 years ago. No.
It was 5 years ago too. I mean, anytime it's you know, that is
2020 feels like 5 years ago. Yeah, just like, oh.
you know it's time. I are you ready to sing Duality, you and Tony, for me? Madeline, I'm gonna drop your window for a minute just so that we can see Tony.
Oh no, please do.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see me?
You're gonna have to get down on the floor.
Make him get on the floor.
This is a Christmas and New Year's gift to you, Ben.
Yes.
Tony's actually wearing his Slipknot sweatpants right now.
Yeah.
Can I see them? Can you stand up for a minute before you sit down?
Go on. No, this way. There you go.
There it is. Yes. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. You've
Yeah.
made it right. So
I've worn them every day since Christmas Day.
I believe that.
And they smell and look like it as well.
I believe that too, but we're not. Dude, it's 2020. I mean, it's 2021, but you know, it's a fucked up year. You can do
Yeah.
it. Live your life. So
The only thing that makes sense is nostalgia. So let's unleash this gift. Okay, I'm finding Duality. 1 second. Where did I put it?
Why don't I put it on the speaker?
Yeah, put it on the speaker. Okay, we have like actual speakers, so we can make
Sorry,
it extra loud for
We've
you.
just got Oliver on in the background, so.
take it.
Oh, Ham's there.
Yeah, I know. She's beautiful.
Yeah, we got a new sofa, so her thing is sleeping in between it, which is fine.
Well, Duality is actually the most popular Slipknot song of all time.
Wow. Okay.
Does that surprise you?
Kind of.
Yeah. It's not that good.
Bring that over here.
Yeah, well, but like that's the thing. Like, I mean, if you look at like "Wait and Bleed" or something, that song is fucked up. Why? The first thing he says is goodbye, but then he keeps talking to you. Like
That's true.
I just want to know who Michelle is.
Yeah, well, I mean, they talk about so many people. Remember when Lorraine?
Yeah, Lorraine will kill us all.
Yeah, Lorraine will kill us all.
And inside Michelle, I will wait and bleed.
Yeah, inside Michelle.
Yeah.
we don't need to know. Those are his exes.
Yeah, exactly. They're romantic songs, really.
It's the past.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Come on, Tony.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Are we like actually singing or are we miming?
You're singing. You've got a beautiful voice.
I've got a beautiful voice. Have you met me? Oh my god.
Of all the things I have to
Take. Oh, we're going louder. Sit. Keep going louder, louder, louder. Inside, if the pain goes on. It is like 5 a.m. here, and my neighbours are going to be really mad at us.
It's New Year's.
Ready? This is your verse. Go on. And wait, there's my turn. Oh my god! With so much faith, I wish for this. Left behind this little touch, you cannot kill what you would not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I need a microphone. All I have is this glass dildo.
There you go.
Let me know which choice. Oh, honey, it's the only thing that slowly stops me. Yay! Come on, get him. Not gonna make it. That was the wrong chorus.
Didn't like stuff, but anyway.
Put me back together and separate the skin from bone, leave me other pieces, and then you can leave me alone. Tell me that reality is better than the dream, but I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems. It's the only thing that slowly stops the yay, and it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. It's slowly inside. It's the pain goes on. I'm not gonna break out. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got is inside. All I've got is inside. All I've got is inside. Grace. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the pain. It's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on, gonna make that. Feet down. Side to side. Side to side. All I've got is insane. Don't do that. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane.
You have started the year in a better way than I could ever hope to otherwise. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. That is the closest I've come to playing a show all year.
There you go. Yeah, see, there we go.
That
was the first show of the year.
Oh, yeah, it was the first show of the year.
Yeah, first show of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you did a tour in 2020. You know that, right?
Well, half a tour.
But you had the Thief with you, the big Thief.
Yeah, but we only did half of a tour before it got cancelled.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
I mean, global pandemic. You know, that little thing.
Maybe they just didn't want you on the road with them anymore.
But who cares about that? Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to do the half of the tour before we got sent home.
No, that sounds amazing. We're gonna bring Madeline back in so she can roast you as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh please, I'm here to be roasted.
I have no roasting to do there. That was truly a masterpiece.
Thank you so much.
It was a disaster piece.
Yeah, it was a disaster piece. We, funnily enough, didn't plan any of that. So
yeah,
I could not think of a single better way to dismiss the past hell year. with a
Yeah, no. Well, like I love that this is like the black metal YouTube channel I started, and I played a bunch of ambient music, and then we did Mandibles into Duality. So,
yeah. What
You know.
is that not black metal? I thought that.
I
Is
don't
that
know
wrong?
anymore. I feel like it's kind of like one of those rules. Like if I say it is, it probably is at this point.
What, Mandibles?
Mandibles is a black metal song.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a black metal song. I'm pretty sure Duality is a black metal song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I like that Jamila's going to be the elitist.
I'm just trying to think, like,
Are you gatekeeping?
what year Seasons of Mist released.
Don't keep Slipknot out of black metal.
Look at you. You're in like this metalcore band, and you're gonna gatekeep black metal to me?
No. I don't listen to a lot of black metal anymore because I can't trust any of them.
They don't trust you either, to be fair. They don't trust any of us.
No, that's true. And technically I'm a brown person, so we're not welcome.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing is the brown people and the queers. We're not meant to be allowed. We're not allowed. Like,
No, and I'm both. So I'm like,
that's why I love you.
yeah, I'm not in the black metal club. I tried for a while. They found me out. They're like, we have you. And then they found out that I was in a metalcore band, and they were like, "Fuck this bitch!" Like,
I booked a tour for a black metal band, Nakmistium.
Mm.
What did you do for Nakmistium?
Yeah. Tony booked Nakmistium.
Yep.
How did that go for you? I don't know if that's a good business decision.
No.
How many people are on this call?
I'm sorry?
How many people are on this call?
There's like people watching, but
on this call. This is YouTube. Unfortunately,
I might kind of not mention
swerve.
it.
Yeah, swerve.
Yeah, I might swerve.
We will talk about it some other time.
Yeah, Blake.
No hablo inglés.
Yeah, well, no, fuck it. So Blake basically kind of like bottled Jeff, like smashed a bottle around his head in Malmo, and just sent him packing. And the day before, we were in Oslo at this festival called Inferno, and yeah, he was just like, dude, we're just all like rich kids, and we don't have to do this shit. Like, if ever we want to go home, we'll go home. And I'm like, okay,
go home then.
Yeah, but they were kind of like touring between Inferno and some other festivals and going to Roadburn, and it was the year that there was the big volcano and everyone was but then they got to when we told the bookers of Roadburn, it was just like, well, look, they've gotten rid of the main songwriter who played all the psychedelic stuff that I know you really wanted them to play. We're just going to cancel them. They can't play. Because without all the psychedelic stuff, it just doesn't make sense for the programming. So they played with this. There's this Dutch band. I think they're called like Dice or Dice or something. They learned all the psychedelic parts from that song, from that album. You know the Assassins.
Yeah,
the first one, the first
Black
Assassins.
Metal Part 1.
That's it. Yeah, when they went all psychedelic. I can't remember what album it was now. It was like the black metal.
Yeah, it was the one right after Instinct Decay. Yeah.
And basically, this Dutch band learned all of the bits for the second guitarist, and they all rehearsed under the stage, like before they played, and then they all came out and played for the first time. They never met each other, never rehearsed apart from like the hour before they played, and recorded this incredible set. Like, it was fucking incredible. And like after that show, we all got stuck in the Netherlands for like a couple of days. We all went home in like this kind of like tour bus that was not meant for us. And they stayed in London for a bit. But yeah, I mean, Blake's a character.
They're on the list, aren't they? Are they on the list, Ben? Is Nakmistium on the list?
Which list? I have a lot of lists.
The list, like the list.
They are Nazis, yeah.
Well, that's kind of yeah.
They are not a Nazi band. I think that they have.
No, they are. Cause I've actually seen correspondence between them to say that they are.
That said they are.
Yeah, because you know that some of the demos were put out by the.
Yes, I know that they did. Like, what was it on No Colors or some shit, some dumb shit?
It was something like this, but yeah.
No, I mean, I think they're idiots. I used to have a shirt of theirs, from well before, I mean, literally I bought it in like 2008, maybe. It said white powder, not white power.
White powder, wow.
Because they love drugs. I didn't even know, like, was I still straight edge back then? I mean, obviously I'm not straight edge now. I did not know what white powder meant. I did not know that the shirt. Okay, the shirt had the Reaper doing lines in the shape of an inverted cross, and I did not gather that was what was happening. That's how naive I was. It said,
even if you don't do drugs, that's fairly obvious.
Yeah, no, I was oblivious. It looked like it was a fucking coffin with a fucking inverted cross on it, and there's the Reaper, and then on the back it said white powder, not white power. And to be fair, I didn't read the back when I bought it. I just bought it.
I know they had on that tour. They had these shirts with like the syringes on. It just said "Never stop the badness."
Yeah, it had that on it too. I only looked at the front when I bought it. I was young. I had money to blow. I didn't have money to blow.
Was this long hair, Ben?
What?
Was this long hair, Ben?
Yeah, I had very long hair. Yeah, it was like down to here-ish.
Yeah, that era, like Greedo Ben.
I didn't have a beard yet.
Yeah.
But that was I was doing the Davey Havoc look a lot those days.
Oh, what, the old Davey Havoc?
The only Davey Havoc, thank you.
Oh, not new Davey Havoc.
No, Sing the Sorrow is the end of AFI for me.
Correct.
Whoa, that's quite a statement.
Look.
I consent with it.
When you have an album that ends with "But Home Is Nowhere" into the fucking ballad of "This Time Imperfect,"
yeah,
you are not allowed to follow that. It doesn't help that Miss Murder is a dog shit song.
Like, fucking that Crash Love or whatever it's called. I saw them on that tour. They did a joint headline in London with Sick of It All, which was the weirdest thing I've ever seen because they were playing with Sick of It All. So they opened with like all the new sort of poppy stuff.
Yeah.
And then did all the old stuff. But there were so many young people there that only knew like the new stuff. And like, yeah, it was super bizarre. And they did like All My Life and like all these Sick of It All songs.
I love Sick of It All was my first show without an adult to supervise.
Wow.
That's so cool. You've got a cool first show.
Well, no, I mean, I've been to a lot of shows prior to that, but that was my first one where I went by myself.
What was your first ever show?
My first ever show, like with my parents when I was a kid.
Well, like just music show, I guess, like concert, gig, whatever you call it.
Elvis Costello.
Wow.
I was 6.
I'm kind of jealous, honestly. I would have liked to have seen Elvis Costello.
I've seen him 3 times. I love Elvis Costello.
Wow.
No, but my first show on my own, like without anybody, without a friend or somebody's parent, was definitely, it was Sick of It All.
How old were you?
How old was I? I was 15 or 16.
Wow.
It was at the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma, California, and the AFI song "Days of the Phoenix" is about that specific venue.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, because it's where we all grew up. You would grow up in your local concert hall, obviously, if you're a weirdo. And the Phoenix, it's just called the Phoenix. It's the Phoenix Theater, but it's the Phoenix. So they wrote that song as they were on the rise about being a teenage deaf boy or girl. at the Phoenix.
Was it like a cool venue? Was it like a cool venue to play, or like
the Phoenix is still the coolest venue in the world. The best show I've ever played in my life was when my band was at our peak in 2009. We played at the. I played at the Phoenix so many times I can't even fucking recall them all. My second show I ever played with a band was at the Phoenix opening for Wolves in the Throne Room.
what was the show? What the fuck?
They were not famous then. It was 2008. There was like 100 people there. You know, it was.
Is that
That's
when
pretty-
they had
that's
like all the rabbits and all the shit
Yeah.
on stage?
What? They still had a lot of bones and smoke and shit, but it wasn't the way it is now.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're like, oh, it was the second show my band ever played, and there was like 100 people there. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not a second ever show. That's not
But-
second.
No. But I'm saying for Wolves in the Throne Room, that is not the crowd they draw now. They are much bigger than that now.
No, I'm saying for you, like you said, it was your band's second ever show.
Was there maybe our third? Yeah, no, because we played.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good crowd, honestly, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
No, it was amazing. It was terrifying. I got drunk.
Our fucking second ever show was to like 10 people in a shitty venue in New Cross, and there were picnic benches.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I mean, it was definitely because a friend hooked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we were the band that played in the lobby between the bands on the stage. So, like, while the other bands were setting up and taking down, we'd play a 10-minute set. So we played 2 10-minute sets.
That's a weird concept.
We were a grindcore band. I'll send you a link. There's video of it on the internet.
Is it the stuff that you sent me to my email?
No. Different band. It was my grindcore band. I've been in a few bands, unfortunately.
Links to my band
Oh
as
my
well.
god, Tony's old band. What, the
Yeah.
death metal band?
Oh, which one do you want to see? Do you want to see the death metal band when I was like 16?
That's the best. I think when you're a teenager is the best time to make that kind of music. I think. I mean, I still would make it today, but but the Phoenix. But in 2009, like the best show I ever played, my band, the band that I did send you, Jamila, Giants. We played to about 400 people there, and we were we were the draw, and that was really, really fucking surreal. Like,
Was it a headline show?
no, there was a newer band that had booked the show that wanted to play last, which was to their own detriment. And I say that lovingly. They were friends of mine, but they were like, "Yeah, we want to do this." I'm like, "Okay, like this. You've played 2 shows, and we've been on the road for a year. You know, do what you want. You're also all 21 and really, really confident. I was 22, so I was much older and more knowledgeable. But the Phoenix Theater, anyway, it was the coolest feeling in the world watching that venue. It's about 1,000 capacity venue, maybe. So to have it about half full when you're a local band was really, really cool. There's video on the internet of like Devo playing there in the 80s. It's a venue with history. I have nothing but for the Phoenix. It's still like my dream, if I ever get a band off the ground again, and if the world lets us do it again, is to be able to go to California and play again, because it is that cool. It's an all ages venue. They have skate ramps in the place where the crowd is, so kids would really skate at shows. If it's empty enough.
That's crazy.
I love it. It's a youth center. They have AA and NA meetings there. I mean, I say this as I'm drinking, but like I also have nothing but respect for people that realize they have a problem and are working to address it. It's basically just a community and youth center that happens to be a concert hall, and I love that. That's a dying thing, and the Phoenix.
We don't have anything like that here.
What?
We don't have anything like that here, really.
And we don't have anything like that here in New York either. I mean, it is truly actually like a dying thing. But they're a nonprofit. They definitely struggle. But the coolest thing, I would not be who I am without.
Amazing, but like people book big bands to play there, right? Like,
yeah, I mean that's the thing. AFI will still go and play there every now and again as like a little "we love you" to the Bay.
Hometown show.
I mean, that's where I saw Sick of It All. You know,
That's so crazy.
In my first band, the death metal band, we played in like this church hall, and it was with Architects, like before they got big. So obviously, they're doing pretty good for themselves right now.
yeah, they're doing okay.
They're playing arenas, yeah.
But they used to be called Counting the Days, and they had like a different singer, a different guitarist, a different bassist.
So they wasn't Architects at all.
No, because after they played that show, they changed their name to Architects. Then we played with them again. So I think if it wasn't for us playing with them, I don't think they would have ever become a metal band. I think they would have just stayed like an emo band.
So Tony's trying to say that he's responsible for Architects becoming Architects.
I booked them the first show that they were called Architects, which was with Niall and Dying Fetus. I also got them their first London show, which was with God Forbid, which got them signed to Century Media, which started everything. So basically, if it wasn't for me, Architects would not be as big as they are now.
Yeah, brag.
I think so. In my hometown, I ended up booking shows simply because I wanted to play shows, and nobody was booking shows because it was not a big place. I think it's not a show that very many people care about. I think the you two, Madeline and Jamila will care. The last show I booked, and the last show that I think the band ever played was the Abominable Iron Sloth.
What? Abominable Iron Sloth?
Yeah, we played with them.
That's insane.
Because I was obsessed with them, and they were on tour, and they needed a gig.
Yeah.
And it was them. It was the tour was Abominable Iron Sloth and Armed for Apocalypse, and I
loved Armed for Apocalypse.
Me too. They were really, really good. I mean, this is 2009, and so unfortunately, it may have been the last show the Sloth played before they had some problems. And
I assume it was your fault.
What was that?
I assume it was your fault that they broke up.
It was my fault. No, if you don't know his story, it's really, really sad. And we won't talk about that online because it was not his fault. Bad things happened to the singer guitarist. Yeah, that was like my glorious moment. We booked them. We played in the bar in the lobby of the Days Inn in my hometown. Now, do you have Days Inns in the UK?
No,
it's like a motel.
It's like a
travel lodge.
Like a travel lodge. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you book that?
Because that's where we had shows sometimes. They let me do it because the husband and wife that owned the Days Inn were from London, and they missed their punk years in the 70s, and so they would have rock shows there sometimes. They also had like a reggae night and a hip hop night. They would let me book heavy metal shows, and so I had the Abominable Iron Sloth and Armed for Apocalypse play in the lobby, in like the bar in the Days Inn, and it didn't end well.
How many people turned up?
What?
How many people turned up?
Oh, maybe 50. It was not.
That's more people that came to my first show, which was Behemoth, and it was at a venue in Brighton called the Pressure Point, which is now a backpackers kind of like hostel.
You're not in there.
Yeah. Nobody came to see Behemoth. Even that was probably what, 2004.
It was when the Demigod came out.
Yeah, 2003 or so, 2004.
Yeah, so I was like 18, and we got off the show, and we promoted it, and about 30, 40 people came. There's a really great story I have about Nurgle, which I can't
say here. Yeah, I know about this.
I also have some stories about him I can't tell.
Say great might be a subjective term from what I understand with Nurgle.
Not really, but because, well, I mean, like,
That's one for the DMs, I think.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. And this time maybe don't say fuck it. I don't want to get in trouble with you two.
This one was fine, but that night, I mean, we lost a load of money, but we were really kind of happy that we brought down the first kind of like international death metal band to Brighton since '94. So it was a good like 10 years. So the last death metal band was Napalm Death, and it was Carcass, and Carcass had it was Body Count, and Body Count had Carcass in support.
Body Count and Carcass, that's a sick one.
But I would have been about 12 years older.
That would be amazing.
So
I have to address this message. I wish that I was in Giant Squid. Oh, I wish I was.
They had
So Garrett, my band was called Giants Orbiting. We sounded kind of like an intersection of like Opeth at the Gates and Between the Buried and Me. I was listening to a lot of Impaled at the time, so my vocals are very much in that kind of carcassy, like low growl and then high raspy phlegmy thing. And sometimes I sang and everybody thought it was a woman singing, which that's telling you.
I tried to listen to that stuff today.
You tried?
Yeah. Well, no. Listen, it's not an insult.
Wow.
The only opportunity I had to listen to it today was when I was at work and I took my break and I was skating and I put it on and I was like,
you were skating on your break?
Yeah, and I was like, this is not the vibe. Like,
no, it's not skating music.
No, I couldn't skate to it, and from what the first bit I heard was enjoyable, but it made me fall over. So,
I have a funny story about Impaled though.
Impaled.
Yeah. We put on a show in Brighton. Oh, sorry, I've got to get down here.
Yeah, come say hello.
Yeah.
You've got.
Let's see your face.
Here you go.
People would rather see the dog than my.
We need to see you. The dog isn't talking.
Okay,
sit on the floor.
It would be interesting if it were.
Hey, we put on a show for Impaled with Deeds of Flesh, Monstrosity, and Vile, and it didn't do very well. But Impaled were incredible. But at one point, and this was only in like a 150 capacity room.
Oh, wow.
The singer guitarist from Impaled started fire breathing. And it had a really low ceiling. And I just kind of ran upstairs and I was just like, why are they doing this? Like, they shouldn't have done this. And then the owner of the club just came up and it was just like, yeah, they asked me earlier. It's fine. I'm like, I was really worried for my life.
That's amazing. The pub owner's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. They did not care. But after the fire breathing stopped, they were fantastic. And so were Monstrosity, and I don't think I caught Vile, but these Flash were pretty cool.
Are they firework?
Somebody's fireworks,
Firework. I find
happening out here too. I mean, people will go out in Texas, but we've been hearing it for a few hours out here too.
Oh, I mean, it's been going on all night, but it just got it's really close. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. You can't see it, but there's fireworks over here on the shirt. That's why I'm wearing it.
What's the t-shirt?
Can you see it?
Yeah, but what is it, a band shirt?
No, I mean, yes and no. It's just art from Suehiro Maruo, but it was used in the first Naked City album. It's like a soldier peeling off someone's face and licking the eyeball.
Amazing.
I dated someone who had that tattooed.
Cool, she did. Tony said he dated someone that had that tattooed on them.
I've considered getting a different tattoo from the same artist, so I understand. It's really grotesque and really cool. I mean, there you can see licking that eyeball, peeling the face. It's good. But up in here, there are fireworks that the resolution on my webcam do not display.
Everyone's being very discerning, and I'm wearing a Cradle of Filth a very old Cradle of Filth t-shirt.
That's very IT crowd of you.
Why is it very IT crowd of me? I don't get the reference.
Have you not seen the IT crowd?
Yeah.
Noel Fielding's character. Love.
Oh,
goth.
okay,
The goth in
right.
the cupboard.
Yes.
Yeah. Who else would you be but Richmond?
I don't look anything like Noel Fielding. You look like Noel Fielding more than I do.
I do. When this grows out, I'm gonna look exactly like Vince Noir. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was Fantasy Man for Halloween a few years ago, and I like did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know that, but you're playing along. I appreciate
Yeah,
your
of course,
enthusiasm.
You looked amazing.
Yeah. With the fucking cup chin thing. Yeah. No, Noel Fielding and I have enough similarities facially. I'm going to end up looking like him, and I know it.
There's one Halloween costume that I've wanted to do for years, and the problem is it's like a joint Halloween costume, and I've never found anyone to do it with me.
Tony?
So he can't do it because he's not like muscular enough. He's accepted it. He's a little twink.
2021. We got 10 months.
Yeah, you got time, Tony.
So
What?
I
Gotta get laid.
went to like a funeral place to buy an urn so I could be pallbearer, right? Because at the time, like, my hair wasn't like this; it was just short and black, and with a moustache and like.
You're gonna be pallbearer.
Yeah, but I needed someone to be my Undertaker, and for years, no one would be Undertaker. No one, like, not even my ex, who was really into wrestling and actually did wrestling, was the Undertaker for me. Plagued me for years.
I'm sorry. 2021 is your year. Tony's gonna get ripped and be the Undertaker.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to grow like how tall, like a couple of feet at least.
Yeah, I'm not.
I have faith. I think it'll happen.
Yeah, it could happen. Look,
I guess platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The future is potential.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I could be pallbearer at any time. Tomorrow, I could do it tomorrow.
Time to shine.
Yeah, it's my time to shine.
See, I just want us to be Hall & Oates.
We're not going to be Hall & Oates.
Why not? Are you not? You could do Maneater together. It'd be so good.
Yeah, we could, but like I don't look anything like. The whole joint costume thing is like unless it's unless it's something that has to be a joint costume. Like I could be pallbearer and go to a Halloween party, but no one would know who I was unless I was with Undertaker.
If you had the urn, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah, but then it would just be sad, wouldn't it?
Then it would just be like being a support.
In my experience, most Halloweens are sad, but that could just be me.
Every day of my life has been sad, Jamila. I've lived 33 sad fucking years, and I'm about to live my 34th.
Do you know what you should do, Ben? You should buy an urn.
I don't like where this is going. What should I do?
You should get really, really fat, right?
I've already done that.
No, you haven't. Get more fat. Get more fat.
I've done that, but yes.
Eat loads of vegan cheese, and then grow like a little moustache, and then paint your face white, and buy an urn, and then do this.
You seem
all the time.
Like I will send you the potato picture again. You love when I do that face.
I love the potato picture. It's my favorite, particularly because I look like a potato anyway. So I'm like, yeah, potato.
You are the potato.
Dude, how does it feel to be the same age as Jesus? Look, I mean, it's as good an age to die as any, right?
Well, that did work with Glenn Benton, did it?
What?
Didn't happen with Glenn Benton, did it?
No.
He was going to kill himself at 33, but then he fucking put it out.
Oh my god.
I mean, I have no desire to hurt myself.
Good.
There's a song by The Fall. It's one of. I'm assuming we all know The Fall.
Mm-hmm.
They love to do a Christmas song, and there's one where Marky Smith is like, "Jesus Christ died at 33. It's good and ain't any." I'm just like, what? Okay, I guess so. Like,
But it was like a coincidence, right? He didn't mean to get crucified at 33.
I don't think he intended to get crucified at all.
Just saving it for a few years, you know. I mean, it's not in the cards at that time, but sometimes you just have to jump on it.
Yeah.
Look, I mean,
You take
if someone needs to end my life, you got 6 months or 5 months, and then I'm 34, and then it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's only Jesus. It's not like the 27 Club or whatever. Like the 27 Club had some heavy hits. Jesus was just on his own at 33. It was not as cool, is it?
No. Well, I mean, but Miss Sugar didn't write an album about 27.
Sure.
No, that's
No,
true.
but there is a band called 27, and they're sick.
Well, yeah, they're very beautiful.
Yeah, 27 are pretty cool.
Yeah,
27 is beautiful stuff. Yeah, no, I know them. But you know, I mean, it's just what it is. But no, I hope I don't die anytime soon. I hope I have a lot more time to waste, because that is exactly what I will do.
Yeah, I mean, don't do that, because I'll have to look at that potato picture of you all the time.
I'm sorry?
If you die, then all that will be left is that potato picture of you.
Nothing will remain. It's just going to be the potato picture.
I will make sure that is lithographed onto your tombstone, by the way. I mean, regardless of when you die.
I'm not getting a fucking tombstone. Oh my god.
You know, when they like fucking lay.
It's not your choice. I am your survived family, obviously, and I will ensure that it will happen.
So
and if you try to cross me with a living will, then I will burn it. And
oh my gosh! No, yes, my father is an estate attorney. That's what he does, is will. And
I think he'll trust that I know what I'm doing.
I think so. I mean, to be fair, I think I still have, because they made me set up a will 5-6 years ago.
That's so bleak.
I'm sorry?
That's so bleak.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, especially once I got sick, it became a thing. But I'm pretty sure that somebody I haven't spoken to in 5 years is one of the main beneficiaries of it. So I should probably get that updated.
Fucking change that shit right now. Yeah.
Let me text my no. I'll change it some other time.
Just hand over all control over epitaph and memorial services to me, and I'll make sure that everything is kosher. It's good. We got it.
I don't want a kosher funeral. I want you to eat bacon. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I know you're vegan. You know. No, I mean, look, I'm not going to get buried in a Jewish cemetery because
kosher in the metaphorical sense, not the literal sense, Ben. Chill.
I know. No, I used to when I was very young, like a teenager still, I used to greet everybody with shalom.
So sweet.
And
baby,
what?
Is it a baby I see? Not an actual baby, but the doggo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a doggo.
Sorry.
Doggo baby, not a natural baby. Sorry for lying.
No, that's fine. I used to say shalom when I greet somebody, and I remember it was the day I got my first piercing. And you've all had piercings, I imagine. So you know that weird euphoria, that mania that hits you after you've had just metal shoved through you. You're just like, and weird. Sorry?
Tony said no comment. He's being facetious.
No, I've got a story to make it about me.
Go on, Ben.
So I got my first piercing, which was my philtrum. I don't have it anymore, but there's still a scar. I get my philtrum pierced. I'm 18 or 19, and this kid I'm in a band with, he and his mother take me to Applebee's that day. I have no idea why we went to Applebee's, but you know, it's where you go to get mozzarella sticks. To be fair,
how the fuck mozzarella sticks when you just had that pierced?
Look, I don't make good decisions. We're not going to interrogate this. So our server comes up and I'm like, he's like, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm like, Shalom. I look, his name is Shalom.
My friend, bring me some mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
I had this moment because he's wearing a name tag, you know, but I'm like, Shalom, and I look, and I'm like, I have just, and I'm Jewish, but I'm still. It is the most unintentionally unkind thing I've ever done to a stranger, who is in a position to feed me, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Wait, hang on. Did he think that you were taking the piss out of him? He thought that you were like being mean.
No, I think it was very clear that I was 19 and hyperactive. But I don't. But it's not like you look at me and be like, "Oh yes, this person is Jewish," and they're riffing on that. It just looked like I was irreverent at best.
But does that mean that he was Jewish as well?
You know, I'm not gonna make any sort of guess as to his upbringing and who and
No,
how.
his name was Shalom.
But that doesn't mean. I mean, Jewish is. Some people say it's a race. Some people say it's a faith. I know it's kind of both. He wasn't white. I'm not going to make any sort of declaration beyond that. But I truly was. It was a mortifying experience, and I don't think I've ever used that as a greeting since. It's like, you know, I'm not a great person, but I'm not a bad person, and I definitely am not the kind of person who is going to chaotically try to make people uncomfortable. Except for you.
Well, I mean, if that's one of the things that you remember that makes you feel really uncomfortable, like that you've done.
We're sitting here 14 years later with me saying that, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, I've done way worse, don't worry, than saying shalom to someone called Shalom.
Yeah.
I've done way worse, but I'm not going to admit it on the internet.
Oh, well, I mean.
Ben, the truth will set you free.
Sure.
You don't need to know who I've been. I'm not even sure who I am today.
I mean, considering how long we've been away, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nearly 6.
It is nearly 6 a.m.
Shit. Does this mean that we're close to another New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
For Madeline.
Yeah. Is it another New Year's? Is it New Year's?
Yeah, we've got 11 minutes till midnight over here in Texas.
Right. Here's our fourth.
Fourth New Year's today. Gas.
Very excited for you.
Yeah, we're not gonna regret this in the morning at all.
So what song are you gonna sing for Texan New Year's?
Oh, I have to.
No. Jamila and Tony are gonna sing. Not you. Don't have to. Yes.
Let's do. What should we do for Texas?
It's gonna have to be some York, surely.
No, don't do York. That's boring.
My
heart is saying like Cold Chamber.
Officer Down.
Oh no! You're speaking to Mia's heart right now. You should wait. Do Cold Chamber.
Yes.
Did you say that Officer Down by Stamping Ground?
Stamping Ground.
Yeah, because that's an English thing, and I feel like I'm the only American that knows this, but I love Stamping Ground.
That's amazing. My daughter actually used to be friends with the singer's daughter, which is mad.
Stamping Ground are like, how the fuck do you? Yeah, how do people in the US know about Stamping Ground?
Yeah, and in fact, going back, like when I saw Stamping Ground for the first time when I was 15, they supported AFI.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Well, no, so they had that song, "Bear the Scars."
Yeah.
Which was on a Century Media Records sampler CD. Yeah. I bought every shitty sampler CD I could buy at Hot Topic. I learned about a lot of music that way because I had a dial-up internet connection. You know, I wasn't gonna go torrenting shit. I would go to a website and download a song, and it would take me 45 minutes, like legally, to download an MP3 from a record label.
Wow.
Which, I mean, I still did. That's how I found Neurosis and all sorts of other bands.
So you weren't on like Soulseek or whatever?
No, I didn't have it. I had friends who had that. You know, I didn't have a Bonzi Buddy. Thank goodness. Bonzi Buddy would have killed my computer.
It killed everyone's computer, but
you all had Bonzi Buddy. Yeah, no, I know.
Buddy and did you have LimeWire?
No, of course not. I didn't have anything. I legally downloaded music until 2012. When I finally joined The Future and started my blog. and then I got people to send me music for free. I've actually never been part of the illegal downloading world, really. And I'm throwing illegal in air quotes because I know that there's a lot of nebulous boundaries there where it's kind of unclear. And as somebody who has made music and would just like for it to be fucking heard, I both really wish music were free and I wish that artists got paid fairly. Like I want both somehow.
To be honest, there's no need for like illegal downloading really these days when everyone uses Spotify or whatever. Like back in the day when we weren't streaming services, then the only way to get an album onto your fucking iPod or your MP3 player was to illegally download it. And
now okay.
Burning it onto a CD for like your CD Walkman or whatever.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. I had friends who would share music with me, you know, because I had an iPod, but I didn't have a computer. So, you know, and I'm not sure how they got all the music they had. So I'm sure some of what I had was illegally obtained. But a lot of it was actually I had a very strange friend who had this massive, weird ass black metal CD collection in the like 2004, 2005. And so he put a lot of stuff in my iPod. And I think that all of that was shit he actually bought. Because he's a character. He still is.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a teenager, like no one bought music.
Yeah,
I did, but like.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to a certain point.
Like, because I mean,
I'll be right back. I have to pee. I'm gonna let you guys speak. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. It happens.
Oh, he's gone.
Just a dog now.
I know. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like.
I hear about seconds. Oh.
She's done with it.
Yeah.
Oh. What
He's had a long day of us acting like fools, and now it's 6 a.m. and she's wondering why she isn't in bed. Hey, Bob.
You mean in our bed?
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking out of it.
I think that'll happen. You took her out after a full day that runs into the early morning the next day. That's quite a day.
She sleeps for like fucking 16 hours a day. Like she does nothing.
It's a hard life. Don't cast judgment.
I guess, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not even sure she's full dog. She's like part pig, so she's, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I deal with that respiratory system and that like nose structure, and we'll talk. It probably takes fucking 80% of your livelihood to try to fucking manage to breathe all day with that type of face structure, you know? Like,
I feel like I'm nearly there, you know, like just like.
I like to think that I was bred through domesticity to be an inferior like structure too. So it's like I resonate with that, you know, like.
Yeah, like I'm like a mongrel, you know, like you're like. You can say that about yourself, can't you? You're a mongrel.
If it falls under self-deprecation, it's okay. It's cool.
I'm like a mixture of, you know, races. So I have like I would think that if anyone was going to have a weird like respiratory system, I don't know where I'm going with it.
I think honestly, like the thing is that like genetically, I think it's like the inverse is that like if you have more genetic mixtures and you're generally like healthy, it's the fucking inbreds, the people that have like been from the same fucking lineage the whole time that are like super fucked up genetically because they don't have enough diversity within their gene pool. Actually, so really, you're probably better off.
Yeah, you're right. Like, fuck. Like, I've always wanted to do like, so I wanted to buy like a DNA test for the dog. Because that's the thing that you can do. And like full French bulldog, which we don't know if she is. But then also, we're like Matt, like read a lot of conspiracy theories, it's funny, and I don't want to have my DNA. So I'm like, maybe not. Like 3andMe, like all that .com shit.
Are we going into conspiracy?
No, we're not going into conspiracy now. Otherwise,
we're going into conspiracies soon, but not now.
No, not now. Not now. I was just saying, I don't know like, where some of my family's from, and I want to do like an ancestry thing, but also I don't want them to have my fucking DNA. Fuck that.
No, I get that. It's like weird. If you want to gain any sort of access to information about yourself, you have to give it away, and that's really bizarre. And I understand that obviously some of it you won't know without outside assistance, but also the fact that it just becomes part of somebody else's repository.
Yeah,
very,
no, that's the thing, is that the amount of data within a genetic strain that you have to contain in a molecule that contains DNA, that's a vast amount of data, and you're selling data to someone in a private industry.
You're not even selling
data.
You're paying
is
them.
absolutely like, yeah, precisely. Like you're basically giving a product away and selling it, like in a way that like you're getting completely reamed, and they have this information now, and it's like
Especially
to be a little bit more cautious about that, like probably.
But it's the same as if you'd like do like an STI test.
No,
you're
because
still giving the same data away.
no, because like a sexual health test is different, because that's like the national health. Well, the national
That's
health.
I mean,
That's
people
important.
that, if you're giving your blood away for an analysis, they're not necessarily running a full DNA spectrum and getting your genetics. That's the thing, and it's like these companies are definitely taking that information and putting it into a back end.
Data.
I think most
Like they just have that.
people don't like read the fine print as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a fun thing to do, and people do it, and they don't read the fine print, and they don't know where their information is being used.
But
So
what are you going to do with it?
I don't fucking know. Like,
You're not going to do anything with it.
well, I don't think of anything that they could do with it, and they're probably doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I
Why
know
would you
that often it's anonymized, but it's collected.
All data is a commodity, regardless of whether it's genetic or otherwise.
Right, and I will say, I don't even know if I have my day job anymore, but like the company I was working for specializes in data management, and the broad field is called e-discovery, and there's a lot there's a lot to that. We have less
Nope,
than
that's not gonna work. It's a minute.
so I'm gonna stop talking about my boring ass job that I don't have anymore.
You have to put Linchpin by the factory on.
Oh, linchpin.
Are we doing a song for you as well?
Yeah, you want to do Linchpin by Fear Factory?
Yeah, that's what my heart's
Oh, that's
doing.
permissible. I'll take that for sure.
Yeah, let's do
There
that.
we go. I love that.
Wait, not yet. Not yet.
No, we gotta wait till it's
No, yeah, we gotta wait until it's midnight
All right.
out here in good old Texas.
This is actually way more fun than what we did when it hit midnight here.
Is it?
Yeah. What did we do?
You don't want to tell them.
Oh no, okay, we're not allowed to talk about that.
All right. Hey, it's midnight.
It's midnight.
Woo!
Happy New Year.
We're there.
Happy New
We
Year.
made it. We made it through
Cheers.
2020
You survived 2020. Congratulations.
so far.
Now, I'm gonna take myself out so that Jamila and Tony can sing you a song.
Yes, please.
See the light, a new day has arrived for us.
Genesis
For our evolution. A linchpin, a mean human. Can you see that we are one? Turn up. It's not loud enough. We see no end. Our neighbors are gonna kill us. We will never see the end. We will never see the end. All my life I felt discarded,
never feeling a part of it. Oh, you can.
Yes. Yes.
You will fade, you will not remain. We are one, we are the same.
Your machine, a linchpin, put within our means. To an end, can't you see that we are one?
Time to be apart.
Just vibing. Pure vibes.
No, you can't.
We see now. This song goes on for so fucking long. Jesus.
What is this?
Three. Oh my god, there's extra. Oh, it's stuck.
Oh,
I feel discarded, never feeling a part of it.
no, you can't take.
No, you can't take. No, you can't take.
No, you can't take. No, you can't.
I feel inferior.
We won't ever
See the end. We're gonna get evicted. See the end. Our landlord's gonna kill us. Started, never feeling any part of it. No, can't take me. You can't take me. You can't take me. I'm tired.
You
Can't
take me. You can tame me. You can tame me now. Ugh.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
you.
That was everything I could have hoped for.
No, I wish
Absolutely.
A masterful
Absolutely.
performance.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was Core Factory.
You guys have so many microphones.
Do you know what? I wish I could explain to you why they were here. But
I think you can.
No need. Absolutely no need. No.
I'm not going to because I don't think we have enough time for that conversation. It's been a great New Year.
Thank you for being here.
Cheers, babes.
Thank you. It's been real.
Yes, I appreciate y'all staying up until 6 a.m. to give us that warm greeting into the new year that we would not have experienced otherwise.
Oh my god.
Truly a blessing.
We need to I think we need to let you go to bed, Jamila, Tony. You folks need to get some rest and your landlord needs to not kill you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not tired.
Of course you're not.
Well,
you have the skill.
Yeah.
We're gonna go skating in a minute, I think.
No, we're not going skating.
Tony's going skating, it sounds like.
Tony's going skating. We had this discussion earlier, like once you commit to it, like you're at the will, like you're at the mercy of it. So we'll be like awake till, I don't know, what time is it now? It's like just gone 6 o'clock. So yeah, we'll be awake for a while, I think. But I mean, you could definitely boot us off this if you want us to go away.
Yeah, we didn't want to make it all about us.
Oh, I mean, I have to go to bed soon. I have an appointment in 8 hours, and I need to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I am so
should
happy
call it
to
a night
have
soon anyway.
rung in the new year with y'all, but I think that we are also going to go ahead and log off now that we've experienced the Passover until midnight. But
well, thank you so much for
it's
being
been
here.
an honor.
It's
Okay.
really, it is such a delight that you chose to spend it with me. Thank you.
Oh, I love you, Ben. Thank you.
I love you all. Yeah. So I'm going to gently let you off.
Mhm.
Then we're going to call the whole thing off. I've been listening to a lot of Tegan and Sarah lately, and that's not a joke. And like they're one of their best songs, we're going to call it off. Thank you for being here. You can tell that one beer kind of got the better of me. Who have I become? We're having like that Nine Inch Nails Hurt moment. What have I become? A fool. I'm a complete fucking fool. It's 2021. There's going to be more of this. Not me being this embarrassing, to be fair, but more of this. more Black Metal and Brews. I have more interviews that I'm planning soon. There will be more of me playing video games soon on Twitch if you give a shit about that. There will be more Cities in Dust, the only good thing I've ever done in my life. I'm recording an album with Tight Bikes, my old grindcore band, the one that opened for Wolves in the Throne Room that we mentioned earlier. I have all the instrumentals from our album that are 12 years old. I'm recording my vocals for that finally. The Giants Orbiting album is coming out soon. I just have to get a few tweaks done on some of the audio, and like all these projects that I laid to rest years ago, I've decided to resurrect because the world ended and everybody I loved went away, and I realized that all I really had or cared about was the things that I had given away for the sake of people who aren't in my life anymore. So I'm not doing that ever again. And what I am doing is moving forward in a creative and productive way, seeking beauty, strength, and joy, and sharing it with you. So I love you all. There's links to my garbage below if you're interested in that. And thank you so much for spending some of your New Year's Eve with me.